What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your boy EJ, and welcome to a long overdue episode of the EJ Chronicles. Let's get this show started. So, you all know that the biggest event of the year is coming up and coming up quickly. So, therefore, I just want to make a quick promotion of it, just real quick, so all of you can be more aware of it. And there it is. Anyway, back to the real subject at hand. It's WrestleMania. And the big matchup I'm referring to is the long awaited, for a couple of weeks now. Shane McMahon taking on The Undertaker. By the way, they're both old, so two funerals in one day. I can dig it. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's talking about The Undertaker taking on Shane McMahon for control of Monday Night Raw. Here's my take on the whole scenario. See, everybody thinks that Undertaker is going to win, therefore Shane McMahon is going to lose. That's not how I see it. I see it as Shane McMahon walking away with the big W against The Undertaker in some crazy form or fashion. Now, I think this matchup is going to be so controversial that even Triple H and Stephanie McMahon is going to interfere in some way possible. I mean, you got to think. It's Shane McMahon taking on The Undertaker for control of Raw. You think Triple H and Stephanie is just going to sit in the back and watch this whole match take place? If you say yes, you're a dummy. Because we both know that Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are pretty much taking over the whole entire company. Let's look at it this way. The Undertaker went 22 years in the business, therefore he's 22-1 at WrestleMania. Now, most of you are still grieving over the whole 21-1 incident that happened 2 years ago at WrestleMania 30. Get over it. Now, little did you know, Shane McMahon is undefeated at WrestleMania. I personally did not know this my damn self. But Shane McMahon is like 3-0 at WrestleMania. I mean, he took on his dad at 17. He took on X-Pac at, I think, another WrestleMania before that. And then I think it was like another WrestleMania that he did. I don't know. He's 3-0. Now, my thing is this. I happen to be a Shane O'Mac fan. Undertaker, when he was the American Badass, I was locked on for life. Now, let's just get to the reality of these two combatants, shall we? Now, Shane McMahon happens to be in his 40s, I do believe, while Undertaker just happens to be in his 50s. Yet alone, on top of this, both people are crazy enough to step in Hell in a Cell at a WrestleMania. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Do we not know the physicality that this demands on both The Undertaker and Shane McMahon? I mean, we're really talking about the most demonic structure in all of WWE history. As opposed to the Elimination Chamber, but we all know what happened to that, right? Hashtag bring back the chamber. Now, Hell in a Cell is one of the most dangerous matches that The Undertaker, Triple H, Mick Foley, and one other person I'm trying to think of, but that match just so happens to be owned by one of the top superstars in the wrestling industry. You gotta understand, if either Shane McMahon or Undertaker just so happens to step into this demonic structure, as they like to call it, and one of them just so happens to hit the wrong move, their careers could be over just like that. Now, I'm not going to really go into details on how dangerous this match is, because Hell in a Cell is dangerous enough. Just the name itself is dangerous. Now, let's break down the tail of the tape of Shane McMahon and Undertaker. Now, let's start with the dead man, since he's older and damn near decrepit. Undertaker is like 6'10", 299 pounds, like plus 15. I don't know, but he's big as all hell. He's got the freaking choke slam, last ride, tombstone power driver, Hell's Gate, whatever you want to call these moves. Now, the only thing I can cheer for Undertaker on is if he does the iconic Undertaker dive inside Hell in a Cell. Because if he does it, then I know for a fact that that match is scripted. Like it wouldn't be in the first place. Now, let's take a look at Shane McMahon. Shane is like 230 pounds, as he said on TV. The man has no finisher. I don't believe he does. He knows how to box. He knows how to fight. He's like the daredevil of the WWE. Yet alone, he's old his damn self. So let's just say that this WrestleMania just gonna have its live version of 2 funerals in one day. So let's just get this out the way. Wow. So let's just get this out the way. Rest in peace, Shane O'Mac, and rest in peace, Undertaker. Even though you can't kill but won't die. Whatever. But yeah, like, WrestleMania has a lot on the line. This is like one of the biggest matches of all time. Like, you look at Sting and Triple H from last year, you look at Brock versus Taker the year before that. On top of that, Daniel Bryan winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and after, performing at the top of the show. But we ain't gonna talk about Daniel Bryan. He's retired. We all love you, D. Bry. But this is like one of the most interesting matches that WWE has ever come up with. I mean, I would have expected at least some type of matchup between Cena and Undertaker. I mean, come on, it was like long overdue for how many years? Yet alone, we never found out who's the top dog between John Cena and Undertaker. I mean, as all the matches that I've seen between those two, it was either disqualification or it just did not end well. But to nip this all up inside the square circle, I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. I'm looking forward to seeing one match and one match only, which is pretty much Undertaker and Shane McMahon. And I guarantee you, by the end of the night, most of you aren't even going to like what happens regardless. This is like one of those matches where you don't know who to cheer for. Whether you cheer for Shane, whether you cheer for Undertaker, you don't know, because you don't want the authority to run. I get tongue twisted every single time. You don't want the authority to take over Monday Night Raw. You want Shane McMahon, who happens to be a genius at the business and yet alone has multiple businesses outside of WWE, and they all seem to be doing well. That man is a freaking genius. Yet at the same time, we're talking about Undertaker, 25 years in the business. I mean, what more can you ask for? One of the most iconic figures in the WWE to lose at WrestleMania, in which he's famous for. I mean, you might as well just go ahead and, go the extra mile and just tell Undertaker to retire after this one. But anyway, let me not overdraw the whole time limit on this video. But anyway, WrestleMania is coming up in 2 weeks. April 3rd, 2016. WWE Network is free. Yeah. Dallas, Texas, get ready.